But we're not stuck here. We can go somewhere else. Here's what's possible, okay? So rather than being worried about money, we could actually be confident in our cash flow. How? How is that possible? Well, we get confident in cash flow when we have a process, when we have steps, when we have a method. If you don't have a method, if you don't see the big picture, then you can't possibly work towards it, and everything is a hope and a prayer. Also, we can go from being easily distracted and confused to being clear and consistent in our marketing. Clear, if you're not going to be clear in your marketing, then the money thing is a problem, right? Your cash flow thing will always be a problem. And if you're not consistent in your marketing, the cash flow thing will be a problem. Okay. So what's possible? And as we move through these 6 weeks, you're going to see this show up more and more, that you will be clear and consistent in your marketing. I had a graduate from this program at the end of the program. She said, in our last one-on-one coaching call, she said, I went from feeling intimidated and afraid to do video to actually looking forward to it. Why? Because it was a self-expression for her. Video had become this self-expression for her. When your marketing is a self-expression, being clear and consistent is easy. It's when you don't know how to find yourself in it, in your marketing, that it becomes a problem. Okay, let's go to the third possibility, right? We go from you don't know what to do in marketing to you actually post confidently. Like you post confidently because you know what there is to do. You know what the steps are. And finally, we go from not knowing what to say to actually having, every time you post something, every time you write or you turn on your camera, you are inspired. Like your message is actually inspired. And it inspires you. And it inspires the people who listen. That is a great day. I'm going back through my podcast called Marketing for the Rest of Us right now, and I'm inspired. Isn't that great and somewhat funny, right? That I listened to my own podcast and I'm like, oh, that was a good one. I liked that one. That was awesome. How great that you could have that kind of a relationship with your own videos in marketing, that you would love listening to yourself. Why? Not because your voice is great, but because truth came through you. Because your truth came through you and you're like, I was on fire. And that's what we're working on in the next 6 weeks. Okay.